Hi everybody, Andy Foster here again. I'm here to talk to you today about another new development that I've made on my tumbling machines. Now this all stems from watching conventional tumbling machines where you're using maybe 4 kilograms of copper to tumble your bottle. When you actually look at what's going on each rotation of the tumbling tube, maybe 99% of that copper is not actually doing anything. It's only the very small amount of copper that cascades over the bottle that's actually doing the polishing. The remaining bulk of the copper is simply churning around at the bottom of the tube, doing little more than wear away the side of the tube. Now that's an expensive thing to do because firstly the tubes need replacing, and the heavier the weight of copper you've got in there, the quicker the tube's going to wear out. But also you have to invest quite a lot of money in that copper. 4 to 5 kilograms of cut copper is quite an expensive commodity to actually purchase with your machine. But you need that copper in there to actually push the remaining copper over the top of the bottle. So what I wanted to look at was to see if there's a way of doing two things. Firstly, to increase the life of the tubes, and secondly, to dramatically reduce the amount of copper that you actually need to perform your tumble. So I've come up with something. I'm going to show you it at this stage because I haven't actually tried it out yet, and I'll add to this video as we go along and see how it works. So here's what I've done. Your normal tube, of course, is a straight round tube. What I've done with this one is actually to put some teeth on the side of the tube internally, and the idea is that it lifts the copper up and then drops it on top of the bottle, assuming that you can set the speed correctly to do that. And that then the copper will just fall to the bottom of the tube, be picked up by the next tooth and be taken round again. And in theory this is going to mean that the amount of copper that you need to put in the tube is dramatically reduced, because you don't need this bulk of copper to lift a little bit of the copper over the top of the tube. Let's just have a look what it looks like. I don't know if we can be able to really see that. So I've got 8 teeth in there, and they're 4mm teeth. I've just really guessed that as a size and shape, and I think this is going to be quite a significant development. So I'm going to set it up, then I'm going to come back to the video, and we'll look at how successful it's been. Well, here's the bottle I'm going to use for my test. It's a Parkinson round bottom cylinder from Macclesfield. It's not the sickest bottle going, but it's got sickness patches all over it. It's also got some iron staining on it, and we're going to give that a go. I'm just going to set it up with without any powder, so I can make a little video of how the copper actually flows over, and then I'll put the powder in and start the polishing process for real. So here we are testing the machine. I put too much water in at first. I've taken some of the water out, but you can see that the copper is falling onto the bottle. It's been lifted up quite nicely by those steps within the tube. I guess all we have to do now is actually run it for a period of time. I'll put some powder in to actually set the polishing going now, and we'll come back in a few days and see how it's got on. Well, I've set that running now with some powder in it. I'm actually using my new 1200 aluminium oxide on it, so testing everything out at the same time. I'll add to this video later on. At the moment I'm just showing it you. Maybe it will work and maybe it won't, but I'll re-load the video once I've got some results at the end of the run.